This is Georgetown, a place of passion and hard work. To be a Hoya, it takes your all. Mind, heart, a pursuit for excellence. We seek out the best in one another and ourselves.
Determined to learn.
Determined to succeed. Determined to have an impact on and off the field.
There goes old Georgetown, that spark that ignites us to set the world on fire.
A calling to reach higher than you ever thought possible.
Working as hard in the classroom as we do in the weight room.
A community rooted in a 500-year-old Jesuit tradition.
DC is our training ground.
The world is our arena.
Together we are stronger.
Together we are unstoppable.
We are Georgetown.
Every year we gather here in tradition, a tradition that brings our community all together to celebrate on the hilltop. This lawn means a lot. It is a place for gathering, study, relaxation, and fun. And today, it is for celebrating. Celebrating these graduates who have worked so hard to get here and cross the stage to receive their diplomas. We aim for Georgetown to be in top shape to host all of the friends and families that come through our gates. We look forward to this moment all year. It's an exciting time. Having worked on 19 commencement ceremonies, it's always special, but this year is very special. My daughter Morgan is graduating, and I am so very proud of her. This will be the first commencement in 19 years that I'll be attending as a proud parent. I want to congratulate Morgan, her classmates in the School of Nursing, and the entire class of 2023. I'll see you all here.
Congratulations, I just wanted to send some well wishes.
There is nothing you can't accomplish.
I am super, super proud of you.
We're so proud of you, Kuya.
Greetings from the Philippines. We wish we were there to celebrate with you.
We're so proud of you.
We're so proud of you.
You make the world a better place, honey. We love you.
Sabíamos que lo ibas a lograr, hijo.
Estamos orgullosos de ti.
Te queremos.
Congratulations, sis.
Congratulations to the Georgetown University class of 2023.
I can't wait to see what you have next for us.
We can't wait to see the good you're going to do in this world.
Your hard work and dedication have paid off.
As one journey ends, another one begins. And your journey at Georgetown was defined by excellence, passion, and happiness.
Congratulations, Maya and class of 2023 from Wisconsin.
You are the toughest I have ever seen. So congratulations on everything that you've achieved.
I just wanted to say congratulations, and we are so proud of you.
Congratulations, Paula Guerra, you did it.
I'm so proud of you.
축하합니다.
Hoya Saxa.
We love you.
We just wanted to let you know that I'm proud of you.
Congrats. We're all so proud of you. It's only the beginning. Keep going.
So proud of you.
Thank you, Georgetown.
Hoya Saxa.
Congrats.
Felicitaciones. Felicitaciones.
Congratulations.
It all starts with a spark, a dream, a wish. It is through your determination and resilience that your dreams, your aspirations become a reality. Today is a celebration of this journey. The day you first discovered your passions. The instant you opened the door to your future. The challenges you overcame. The moment that you realized your hard work has gotten you here. Today, as you look around, remember a dedication to become the best version of who you were called to be. Our families, friends, and loved ones are all here to celebrate you, your gifts, your talents, and your fullest selves. We are forever Hoyas, together as people for others. Our horizons stretch beyond DC and the hilltop, ready to make an impact on the world. Class of 2023, it is time. It is our time. Hoya Saxa.
President DeGioia, Provost Groves, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, members of the graduating class, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 commencement exercises of Georgetown University. And the ceremony for our Walsh School of Foreign Service, the oldest school of international affairs in the United States. It's been a winding road that brought us to this joyful day, but graduates, you made it with the support of the friends and family gathered here to cheer you on. Today is a day of celebration to recognize all you've achieved. Today is also a day of inspiration to reaffirm the mission that has guided this school for over 100 years and that will hopefully continue to guide you as you pursue your impact on the world. Let's begin the ceremony with the national anthem, which will be led by members of the Georgetown University Concert Choir and chamber singers under the direction of Professor Frederick Binkholder. I'd ask you all to please stand.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the
please continue standing? Please. The invocation will be offered today by Dr. Shireen Joshi, Associate Professor here in the School of Foreign Service.
Good evening, everyone. As we begin our ceremony to honor the graduates of 2023, I invite you to close your eyes and bring your full selves into this moment that we are sharing together as one community. Allow me to recite for you one of the most ancient Sanskrit prayers. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Let us meditate on the universal divine spirit that has the power to illuminate our mental, physical, and spiritual selves. May this spirit guide our intellect. May we experience the light of awareness. May we be led to our full consciousness. Let your closed eyes visualize someone you are here to support today. Let us take pride in the knowledge that they have acquired through tireless effort. Let us pray that in the world outside these gates, this knowledge transforms into wisdom. May they always be mindful that their ideas matter, their actions make a difference, their words carry power. May they prosper in their own lives and serve others who are less fortunate. In their moments of hardship and struggle, may they find strength and solace. And most important of all, may they see the divine in all things everywhere and know that they are never alone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace in the multiverse, peace in our communities, and peace within us. Please open your eyes to this much anticipated and very well earned and sacred moment, your commencement. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. Dr. Robert Groves, the University Provost, will deliver the official welcome.
Thank you, Dean Hellman. It is my pleasure to see all of you, our graduates and guests at this commencement ceremony for the School of Foreign Service. I especially welcome those who have traveled from far away, in particular, those who, for the first time, are on the Hilltop campus, which for over 230 years has educated students to become leaders in service to the nation and to the wider world. Why, you may ask, do we call graduation commencement? This is an ending, after all, not a beginning. The students are about to leave. They have not just arrived, as several years of tuition payments may be clear to you. Naming this event commencement, is rooted in the very beginning of these ceremonies in Europe of the 12th century, when what we understand as universities were evolving. The gowns the graduates now wear and the somewhat heavier gowns we up here wear, the hoods on your arms were clothing stipulated for scholars. They were warm hoods and gowns for then unheated buildings. They aren't very good summer wear for a warm Washington May. And the ceremonies were called commencement because they marked beginnings, just as this ceremony does today. The beginning of your lives in the world, and we hope and we trust the beginning of your lives for the world as people for others. You need to know that the world needs you very badly right now. It needs your knowledge, it needs your skills, your idealism, your compassion, and your energy. And so you commence. The world is all before you now. We on the podium can't wait to keep track of your accomplishments over the coming years. You should know we are very, very proud of you and your achievements that bring us here today. Congratulations to all, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Provost Groves. Our founder, Most Reverend John Carroll, first Archbishop of Baltimore and first Catholic bishop in the United States, took legal possession of land on our hilltop in 1789, and we mark that as our founding date. Our first student, the future North Carolina Congressman William Gaston, arrived in 1791, though our first bachelor's degrees weren't awarded until 1817. It was in 1815, with enrollments passing the 100 mark, the college's president, Father John Grassi of the Society of Jesus, asked then Congressman Gaston to present a petition for a federal charter, a document that still today sanctions the academic business we do here. Georgetown's charter, the first federal charter in the history of the Republic, has the additional distinction of having been signed by President James Madison, the father of the U.S. Constitution. It is our custom to initiate academic ceremonies with a reading of that charter, and to discharge that office, I'm pleased to introduce Ms. Marie Matson, Secretary of the University.
An act concerning the College of Georgetown in the District of Columbia. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that it shall and may be lawful for such persons as now are, or from time to time may be, the President and Directors of the College of Georgetown within the District of Columbia, to admit any of the students belonging to said college or other persons meriting academical honors to any degree in the faculties, arts, sciences, and liberal professions to which persons are usually admitted in other colleges and universities of the United States, and to issue in an appropriate form the diplomas or certificates which may be requisite to testify to the admission of such degrees. Signed, Langdon Cheevis, Speaker of the House of Representatives, John Gaillard, President pro tempore of the Senate. Approved March 1st, 1815, James Madison, President of the United States.
Today, as we confront a world of increasing autocracy and repression, we honor those ordinary people who have undertaken extraordinary acts to defend freedom, justice, and democracy around the world. In the course of this struggle, they have sacrificed one of the most precious gifts, their own freedom, as they are unjustly imprisoned or held hostage by governments and groups who seek to silence their voices. We don't have the power to free them, but we do have the power to raise their voices and ensure that their stories cannot be silenced. So today, at this commencement of a school created to instill generations of leaders with the mission to promote freedom and defend freedom in a complex and ever-changing world, we honor not a single individual, but a group of courageous individuals who have chosen to stand against oppression and who are themselves unjustly imprisoned by those oppressors. They're artists, activists, religious leaders, politicians, and journalists from every corner of the globe. We have partnered together with Freedom House to highlight just some of the many thousands of stories we could tell. And to do that, I am pleased to introduce our own SFS graduate, Nicole Bibbins-Sadaka, the Executive Vice President of Freedom House and a 1997 graduate of the MSFS program. She will read a citation in honor of the political prisoners who've made such a great personal sacrifice in the struggle for freedom. The reading will be followed by short reflections from the mother of a political prisoner from our own community, the daughter of a political prisoner, and a former political prisoner himself. May their stories inspire us to recognize how precious the freedoms we enjoy are and how responsible each and every one of us must be to preserve and protect those freedoms. Nicole.
Today, Georgetown University recognizes the world's political prisoners, courageous defenders of democracy who are jailed for their work or for merely expressing their views. Countless men and women living in repressive environments have chosen to stand up for human rights and political freedom, knowing that it may cost them their personal liberty. They include journalists, activists, opposition figures, clergy members, labor leaders, and others who have dedicated their lives to improving conditions for society as a whole. But there are also many ordinary people, students, business owners, workers, and veterans who witness injustice and find that they cannot remain silent. All of these exemplary individuals embody the values of Georgetown community: justice, service, and equality. Those of us gathered here have probably studied the lives or even met champions of freedoms, such as former South African President Nelson Mandela, former Chilean President and UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Michelle Bachelet, or former Czech President Václav Havel. Each was a stalwart advocate for freedom and human rights, and each became a transformative figure in their own countries and on the international stage. But these leaders have something else in common with many other activists around the world, and that is the experience of political imprisonment. All three were thrown in jail by undemocratic governments that sought to suppress their voices and force them to give up their activism. And while their suffering ended decades ago, similar stories continue to unfold today. Thousands of people who took risks to defend democratic values and human rights are now languishing in jail. These people have published articles about government abuses. They've posted photographs or shared news online about problems the authorities would rather ignore. They have advocated for an end to the human rights violations endured by women, ethnic and religious minorities, and so many other marginalized groups. Or they've run for public office to advance the common interests of their compatriots rather than serving a corrupt incumbent. And these acts of civic virtue have landed them in prison. And rather than reward them for their courage, their governments seek to lock them away behind bars and concrete walls, and authorities impose spurious, fabricated charges. They hold sham trials devoid of due process, and they hand down lengthy prison terms for the exercise of basic freedoms: freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion or assembly. And once in prison, these activists face brutal treatment. Governments use mental and physical abuse to break their spirits. They apply torture to extract false confessions or denunciations, and many political prisoners never recover their freedom. They are, at times, murdered by the state before the world can come to their aid. But we know, of course, throwing dissidents in prison is ultimately just an act of desperation. Repressive regimes are attempting to extinguish a yearning for freedom that is essential and central to humanity. They hope that by abusing activists or smearing them as criminals, they will discredit the larger cause and deter others from joining the struggle. But their voices, the voices of political prisoners, cannot be silenced, and their fight will not end. We will not forget their cases or their mission. Democratic nations have a responsibility to advocate for their release, and those of us who live in democracies have the opportunity to speak on their behalf without jeopardizing our own freedom. And journalists in each of these countries especially have the power to bring life to their stories. Although they once sat in prison, jailed for their activism, Nelson Mandela, Michelle Bachelet, Václav Havel, they've all demonstrated that freedom triumphs through perseverance, and that true leaders will eventually be recognized by their fellow citizens. As Dr. Martin Luther King reminded the world in March 1968, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Political prisoners also show us through their example that justice will not be achieved simply by waiting. They took action to hasten the liberation of their societies, and we must not fail to do the same for them. So today we recognize the untiring efforts of all rights activists and defenders of democracy who languish in jail around the world. We stand in solidarity with them in their fight for freedom, and we will sustain our support until they are all free. It's now my honor to introduce Sylvia Yakub, a graduating student in MSFS, former student of mine and now a friend and an extraordinary singer, who will provide accompaniment to a video highlighting the cause we're focusing on today. You'll see the story of 12 prisoners, including 10 brave men and women that Freedom House is highlighting in our Free Them All campaign. Sylvia.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so you gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains, you gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, I promise you'll bring the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. Now rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh, we will rise, we will rise, oh, we will rise. Oh, In spite of the ache, we will rise 1,000 times again. Oh, we'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up every day. For you.
Please welcome to the stage Deborah Tice, mother of 2002 SFS graduate Austin Tice.
I am Deborah Tice. This is a picture of my son, Austin. We had a picture with President DeJoya. Yes, on graduation day. He has been unlawfully detained in Syria since 2012, held in silence 10 years and 9 months for telling the truth about a rising conflict and the horrible costs of war. 21 years ago, Austin sat on Healy Lawn in his cap and gown, just as you are today. Graduation day is a day of celebration and joy. Our big family, all of Austin's brothers and sisters, drove up here from Houston. Austin's grandmother and grandfather were here from West Texas. My brother and his wife were delighted to be here with us. We were all so proud and happy for his important accomplishment. It was clear Austin felt an obligation to live up to the mission of this school, to be in service to the world. I knew on that day that he had found his place and tuned in to his calling. Austin was hugely excited to be graduating from the School of Foreign Service. In this photo, you get an idea. He seemed to fill the entire lawn with his energy and enthusiasm. Austin's unbridled exuberance as he walked across this stage to receive his diploma. He actually lifted the president of the school. Georgetown was all that Austin had hoped for and expected. Academics were easy for Austin, and he always wanted to learn more. He was especially interested in history and global politics. He grew up dreaming of being an international correspondent for NPR. I will always remember the day when his acceptance letter arrived in the mail. He was ecstatic when he was accepted to the Georgetown School of Foreign Service. When the semester began, he was thrilled and amazed to meet so many incredibly bright, challenging, motivated classmates. He relished the environment of iron sharpening iron. Austin didn't want to just study the world. He wanted to find a way to serve the world. On this campus, in and out of the classroom, Austin found his path and began to understand his calling, the Jesuit call to diligently serve with integrity and purpose. Austin chose to serve our country as an officer in the U.S. Marine Corps, 3 tours, including Iraq and Afghanistan. When he returned, he enrolled in Georgetown Law School. In 2012, when the Arab Spring was spreading, he began to hear of the escalating conflict and suffering of civilians in Syria. At that time, there were few foreign journalists on the ground in Syria. Austin was confident of his preparation and passionate about reporting. So he went to Syria, working as a freelance journalist during the summer break between his 2nd and 3rd year of law school. He wanted people to see and understand what was happening in Syria. He hoped that knowledge of the escalation, the dangers of urban warfare, and the harm to innocent children would move people to pull back from violence. His stories and photos appeared in the Washington Post, McClatchy News, CBS, and many other news outlets. Today, in you, I can see all the promise that lit up Austin's face that day 21 years ago. I can feel the joy and excitement of your family and friends, the pride they feel in your accomplishments. I believe you will be on your path and discover your calling to make our world a better place by being women and men working for others. I hope you are inspired by the courage and commitment to defend freedom and stand against injustice that so many of your fellow graduates have demonstrated for generations. I also hope you realize that you have an obligation to those currently imprisoned for promoting freedom and working against injustice, not just those from Georgetown, but from around the world. Keep them in your hearts. Advocate for their freedom. Pressure your governments to prioritize their release. Never forget that behind all the great ideas of diplomacy, security, and foreign affairs that you have studied here at the School of Foreign Service, there are people and families who are at the center of the struggle for freedom. Please remember Austin. He personifies the mission of this school, a mission that you are now tasked to carry as the newest graduates. Don't forget Austin. We need everyone who values freedom to unite to bring him home. You have chosen a path. You have accepted the challenge of being a peacemaker, something our world needs now more than ever. Today, we are celebrating your determination. You have reached a milestone on your path. On this path, you will learn that peace requires tenacity and persistence. You will encounter complicated agendas with daunting sidebars, requiring countless preliminary discussions, followed by meeting after meeting after meeting. Because diplomacy never works until it does. Thank you. Thank all of you for choosing this incredibly challenging, profoundly rewarding path. Congratulations. May peace follow you every step of the way. Thank you.
Now please welcome to the stage Dasha Navalnaya, daughter of imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. If I seem nervous, it's because I am. This is a huge crowd, and I'm very honored to be here. I would like to thank Dean Joel Hellman and the Walsh School of Foreign Service for inviting me. It's an honor to be here today. My name is Dasha Navalnaya. My dad, Alexei Navalny, has been fighting against Putin since before it was mainstream. For over 2 decades, he's been fighting against corruption, misinformation, and dictatorship. For this fight and for opposing a brutal dictator, he's now served 2.5 years in cruel isolation cells without necessary medical care. My father has risked further charges for speaking out against an unjust and horrible war in Ukraine. He's now facing 30 more years in prison for speaking up. When I first was invited to speak at the ceremony, I immediately had 2 thoughts. First, it's a bit ironic and shocking that I'm going to be lecturing the new cohort of graduates considering I've yet to receive my own degree, to which Dean Hellman politely said, "No pressure, thank you for that." And secondly, it would be truly an honor to stand on this stage with 2 other incredible speakers to shed light on such an important subject as political prosecution. Like all of us here, my dad believes in freedom of speech, in freedom of the press. He believes in fair elections. He believes in democracy. And right now, he and many others are being punished for those beliefs. In 2021, my dad went back to Moscow after he was poisoned by a nerve agent, knowing he would get arrested. Because, simply put, you can't run away from your problems. You have the hard conversations, you search for the truth, you stand up to authority when you know they're not doing the right thing. You continue to persevere and overcome because actions speak louder than words. I miss my dad every single day. He doesn't have to be yours, but he's my hero, and a leader that's been fighting and lifting the voices of those who continue to struggle and die from Putin's authoritarian regime. As students, we're the pioneers of the future. Most of us at the ceremony here today didn't have to struggle for our basic rights or freedoms. However, somehow we were chosen by fate or circumstance to represent those who continue to struggle. Each and every one of you has demonstrated drive, passion, and devotion for the greater good to be where you are today. And I'm here to ask you one simple thing. Don't lose it. There are too many burnt out adults ruling governments around the world, and it seems as though they lost the drive they once had. Keep your passion, pursue your passion, stand for what is right. It is so easy to lose that innate sense of who you are in this fast-paced, bureaucratic environment, or simply sell out. I mean, I would know, I go to Stanford. Before handing over the microphone to Yvonne, I would like to end with this, as corny as it sounds. With great power comes great responsibility. And to gain that power, you need to graduate from Georgetown, and you've done it. Congratulations. But if we're being serious, don't look for the easy way out. You are the future leaders of the world. Carry that responsibility with pride and face your problems with devotion. And always remember that the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for the good people to do nothing. Thank you.
Now, let me please welcome to the stage Yvonne Mawarire, a pastor and founder of This Flag Citizens Movement in Zimbabwe. Yvonne.
One of the great miracles of this nation is that you can protest freely. I want to thank, before I speak, the students who protested here today, because that is what free countries allow. Equally, I want to thank this institution for respecting that right. Where I come from, there would be no guarantee that you would either go home today or graduate after an action like that. But let me also thank young Dasha. As she sat down, I said to her, "You took it like a champ." As I sat in and on the gritty floor of the notorious Chikurubi maximum security prison in Zimbabwe, my head hung low with both shame and with fear. The putrid stench in the hole, in the corner, which was our bathroom, of the small cell that I shared with 52 other inmates no longer bothered me. And especially on that day when the torture had been particularly tough to deal with. I longed to be with my family, whose condition I was not aware of. My crime was starting a citizens' movement and demanding that the dictator ends injustice, corruption, and poverty. Through a 4-minute Facebook video, I had rallied our entire nation to protest by staying at home and shutting the entire country down. I saw people that had been brutalized for 40 years find the courage to stand up to oppression. One of the prisoners whom I shared the cell with found me in this sad state of affairs. And he said to me, "Yvonne, you can't sit here and be sad. You have work to do. You see all these men here," as he pointed to the other prisoners. "They have stories to tell. They have dreams that will energize you so that when you leave here, you are stronger than you were when you came in." I learned that day the true meaning of one of my favorite Bible scriptures, which is, "We are pressed from every side but not crushed. We are perplexed but not in despair. We are persecuted but not abandoned. Struck down but not destroyed." 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8 through to 12. I was released from prison, and my family and I escaped Zimbabwe to safety here in the United States. But after 6 months in exile, it did not sit right with me that we had begun a journey for freedom, and I had run because I was afraid of the regime. The thing about fighting for freedom and democracy, or for anything, is that it cannot be outsourced. You have to be present. So I packed my bag and I kissed my wife and my daughters goodbye, and I cried the entire journey back to Zimbabwe. I was arrested immediately on arrival at the airport and went straight back to the maximum security prison where the torture resumed. Why did I go back, you may ask? Because that is what you do. You go back and you serve. You go back and you face the brutal monster, and you take away the sting of their threats, so that whilst you sit in jail, others have a voice. Today I ask you to remember the men and women who sit in prisons around the world, unjustly held and punished for being good citizens. Help me remember Job Sikala and Jacob Ngarivume, who are imprisoned in Zimbabwe as we speak. Free them all. There is no guarantee that sometimes it will work. But my friends, our world today has far more people that are holding withdrawal notes than those with deposit slips. There are more takers than givers. There are more blamers than forgivers. So as you go from here, let me ask you what else you take with you for this journey. May I suggest that you pack two things. The first is the resolve to serve people with your presence. Go where the need is greatest and the help is least. There is no guarantee that they will remember your name or your face, but let them never forget your unrelenting passion to serve. Let them never forget your desire to give your skill, your knowledge, your wealth, and your very self, because nothing that is of true value and meaning was ever achieved without the sacrifice of self. Secondly, remember that you have courage. Everyone has courage. What's usually missing is knowing the thing that we care so deeply about that we are willing to stare down a military tanker or look down the barrel of an AK-47. In those jail cells, I found my courage. So I continued the work, and I was arrested 8 more times over the course of 4 years. When I finally escaped again, and came back to my family, my daughter, who was a month old when I left, was now 3. I wondered what she would think of me and my decision to fight for our country and be away from her. But it turns out that she adores me and reminds me that she knows no braver man than I. I must offer my apologies to the young man that shall marry her. I hope that as you walk on from here, you are not going only with a diploma from this fine and amazing institution. I pray earnestly that as you look at the horizon of your life, you're heading out with a decision of what you will spend the rest of your life representing, defending, and struggling for, because that is what life is. It is a series of struggles. So as I close, if we never meet again, And if perhaps your journey leads to dreaded places and tough assignments, remember the words of this jailbird from Zimbabwe, saying, "Make the struggle worth it." Makorokoto Amtlope, congratulations. May God bless you and keep you.
Thank you so much, Deborah, Dasha, Evan, for your deeply personal and moving reflections that you shared with us today. Now, with that inspiration, we've reached the moment we've all been waiting for. We will now have the presentation of the candidates for our master's degree. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? President DeGioia, as Dean of the School of Foreign Service and on behalf of the Dean of the Graduate School, I have the honor and privilege to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Global Human Development. Representatives of each program will call the names of the candidates. Let us begin.
Okay, perfect. I'll just, as soon as you hand it to me. Degree candidates, please be seated. At the direction of the ushers, the degree candidates will come forward by rows to receive their diploma translations from Dean Hellman, and then will be hooded. The members of the graduating class will be called in alphabetical order by degrees and programs after the graduate marshal, Andrew Schlegel. Please hold your applause until degree candidates from all 8 master's programs have been recognized. Candidates for the Master of Arts in Arab Studies. Andrew Schlegel. Sorry. Candidates Grace Elizabeth Ackelstead. Neda Amagi. Fendi B. Nicoletta Chiodi. Sydney Chun. Caitlin Cottrell. Brittany Foster. Brendan Henry. Layla Jadallah. Basil Nusuh Jamali. Benjamin Jones. Janna Mora Kalai. Adam Nasri Karache. Ethan Mayer Rich. Britt Mayers. Renelle Michelle Mensah. Julia Novak. Lindsay Megan Parnas. Martin Pimentel. Mackenzie Reese Paust. Jillian Robbins. Ahmed Adam Sha'arawi. Alec Silva Pinto. No.
Okay. And now for the degree candidates in Asian Studies. This is not right. This is not right. Where are the cards? Bailey Breyer. Asian Studies. Yes. Begins with Bailey Breyer. Okay. We're back on track. Bailey Breyer. Patrick Daniel Coe. Chuyao Christy Cui. Eric Danielson. Charlotte? Do you have Charlotte? I don't have a list. Charlotte DePersis. Christina Durham. Alexander Reagan Ide. Nanlin Fong. Boyu Gavin Fu. Nicholas Raymond DeGroot Gardner. Sungjin S.J. Han. Eduardo Jaramillo. Jungsuk Jung. Yuichiro Kakutani. Charlotte Rose Kelly. Jenny Kim. Juliana Kogan. Ataru Kuroki. Junghan Lee. Isin Gwyneth Lee. Matthew Lee. Ellen Liu. Aaron McNicholas. Catherine McDaniel. Jisung Oh. Philippe Alexis Young Melody. David Gunyung Park. Aiden Powers Riggs. Grace Price. Amina Razak. Nicholas Rhett Rees. Justin Ree. Aslin Selassie. Emily Sui Seenman Sparkman. Alexander Stevenson. Lindy Saring. Cassia Rose Walagora. Morgana Waterman. Hartley Wise. Mason Wong. Nai K. Rachel Wong. Gregory Wood. Jamie Yip. Yueting Zhang. Wait, I don't know anything about this. These are the Eurasian Russian Ethiopians. Yeah. Okay.
And now for the candidates receiving the Masters in Eurasian, Russian, and East European Studies. Bailey Griffin Aguilar. Anna Lajava. Bertsin Anastasia Dru. Benjamin Scheffner. Dina Aldanova. Joseph Saylor. Manya Mirzoyan. Michelle Hansen. Sarah Haney. Scott Buckles.
Yes. Where are we? Oh. Okay. Candidates for the Master of Arts in German and European Studies. Flora Christina Adamian. Julie Marie Bradshaw. Ryan Connor. Joe Desmond. Colton Doolin. Shelby Parnush Imami. Drew Christopher Fenner. Jenna K. Gallberg. Preston H. George. Naz Gochek. Rachel Yakono. Mason R. Kane. Bailey Marie Lamb. Adeline Catherine Perkins. Andrea Postowatz. Catherine Rogers. Eleanor Rubin. Paul Adam Sherman. Gregory Merrick Tashani. Joseph Anthony Vitali. Jakob Anton Winkler.
Candidates for the Master of Arts in Latin American Studies. Elizabeth Alvarado. Liam Aranda. Crispin Bayule. Tiffany Danielle Brown Louis. Catherine Caesar. Jessica Castillo. Anastasia Chacon Gonzalez. Natalie Chowdhury. Tatiana S. Cherry Santos. Rebecca Contreras Cayayan. Nabi Dahik. Dana Feigl. Melissa Acevedo Flores. Bernarda Jarrin. Nicholas Alexander Meissner. Gloria Abril Monroy Garcia. Amy Patricia Morales. Gerardo Penchina Cárdenas. Juan Carlos Reyes.
Now for candidates for the Master of Arts in Security Studies. Satya Abadala. Karina Alexia Alavander. Jawad Ali. Michael Alice. Hassan Abdallah Almala. Lauren Michelle Anders. Kara Amy Anderson. Allie Anderson. Christine Beckard. Biva Baji. Trevor Bain. Hannah Eleanor Barrett. Laura Barella. Dalton W. Barthauer. Nazdir Barzani. Justin T. Belcher. Jessica Ann Bennett. Elizabeth Grace Buter. Saeed Bilani. John Wesley Bleed. Alexander Busalis. Katie Lynn Bradley. Ashley Bradway. Charles A. Brannaman. Derek Briggs. Matthew Henry Buckwald. Christopher T. Bull. Lincoln Butcher. Betsy Byrne. Olivia G. Camper. Rosa Cabos Carrera. Jason Canadi. Stephanie Elizabeth Cannon. Alejandra Casillas. Andrew Chack. Jenny Katergian. Alice E. Cho. Jeffrey Nicholas Semino. Savannah Courtney. Cassie Burr Crotty. Christopher Bradley Crucell. Amelia Marie Delpra. Gabriela Sarah DeVita. Marley Dawson. Valeria de la Fuente Suarez. Clara du Solage.
Teresa Scout Deppenschmidt. Danielle Goburn Deshays. Raj Dillon. Ingrid Dickinson. Stephanie Carey Downing. Silas Dustin. Amanda Claire Elliott. Derek Michael Fisher. Sarah Anita Flores. Margaret Erin Frankel. Audrey Fritz. Martine Gallardo Gareth. Yumi Kathleen Gambrill. Jie Gao. Tamana Garg. Catherine Gary. Aisha Gorpade. Diana Gluck. Allison Lee Santiago Greenberg. Shelley Lynn Greendyke. Solomon C. Green. Jada Gulerias. Elizabeth Gutierrez. Soljung Ha. Khalid Halumi. Simon Park Handler. Ryan Thomas Harbison. Molly Elizabeth Hayes. Clay Griffin Heater. Caroline Teresa Hecht. Hannah Noel Hess. Colin R. Herlin. Blake R. Hollister. Jonathan Honore. Samuel B. Houston. Jonathan Sue. Daniel Martin Hurley. John Xavier Anesi Iosefo. Alonzo Jackson. Hei Yang Zhang. Wesley John Jeffries. Zachary Johnson. Diva Joshi. Kara Joyce. Kisuk Michael Kang. Michelle Kaplan. Anshul Kapoor. Sarah Isabel Keisler. Mark A. Kelly. Chance Kennicott. Peter L. Kirchhoff. Sebastian Key. Susie Kim. Timothy D. Kim. Catherine King. Matthew Kirchman. Corinne Kraus. Brody Ewing Ladd. Julian Lark. Nuri Antoinette Lee. Juan Lee Thacker. Olivia Leplastrier Ray. Eleanor Grace Lewis. Zoe Lee. Yu Jie Lao. Frederick Brian Lombardo. Elizabeth Marie Nordstrom Lopez. Mel Antoinette Roy Madarang. Ali Maki. Alfred David George Mallinson. Benjamin K. Malone. Nicholas March. Ali Abdujalil Zaid Maroon. Michael McCabe, Jr. Emma Caroline McCaleb. Morgan McCord. Aaron Shong McLaughlin. Nathan McPeak. Darius Meissner. Maria Paula Mercado. Peter Matthew Mihalopoulos. Brianna Rose McKeska. Sage Miller. Sarah Marie Moore. Ashley Lindsay Moorfield. James Amir Motamed. Rathna K. Murali Thuran. Hotaka Nakamura. Elizabeth Ann Navalonik. Amelia D. Lacour. Haley Nitz. Wahiduzaman Noor. Joshua O'Day. Luke O'Grady. Caitlin Perot. Dahlia Peterson. Tyler M. Pig. Gianna Marie Paroli. Andrew W. Plumer. Aiden M. Poling. Not bad. Benitha A. Raj. Carolina Grace Ramos. Logan Rank. Matthew E. Revels. Cayman R. Richards. Nathaniel Rome. Ryan Roscoe. Spencer M. Ross. Giselle Ruby Kwai Jen Sadler. Rawan Saeed. Luke Henry Sasseville. Wesley Lamar Satterwhite. Amir Hansen Syed. Stephen Schramm. Allison Michelle Schwartz. James A. C. Camille Barbara Sheets. Lane Phillipson. Tessa Ray Shelton. Nicholas Silva. Mike Small. Cecilia M. Smetana. Caitlin Smith. Staley Smith. Juan Carlos Solano. Victoria Ann Stackpool. Alexis Stalcup Gutierrez. Marina Kate Stevens. Hunter Edison Stoll. Isabel Annalisa Stone. Michael Christopher Thadani. John Harper Chen Jia Chi Thomas. Andrew Tobin. Kellyanne Towers. Becky Twelfhoven. Luke Van Erden. Zachary A. Volpe. Colin B. Walsh. Moshe Laxman Wander. Hazen Williams. Catherine Yampolsky. Alexandra Elizabeth Yokel. Samantha Seet Sun Wong.
I'm back again to do a few Masters of Arts in Arab Studies students. They don't get 2 degrees, but just 1. The first one is, that she didn't get read. Someone did. Kim? The person who's standing there, did she get read? If they just gave out words. It's him. I don't know her name. She's not a student. I don't know her name. Can you give me the last one? A Master's of Security Studies is Samantha Tsi San Wong. Master of Arts in Arab Studies, Albert Vidal Ribe. Sydney Diana Costa Tague. Noor Sheikh. Yukiko Tani. Can't see the next person. The next one's yours? Oh, no, one more. Lucy Weissmuller.
Master of Science in Foreign Service. Austin Downing Adams. Sarah Al Rowley. Rafael Alejandro Alfonso Silva. Togrul Aliyev. Jasmine Al-Said. Claire Artis Anderson. Nikki Wantakan Nicolette Arcado. Jacob Auer. John Bachman. Michael Blazing. Spencer Bolt. Andreas Bravo. Andy Brunetti. Laura Campbell. Leanne Sarah Canerick. Carlos Aaron Carcamo. Carlos Enrique Chacon Capello. Rawan Amr Chaker. Carrie Cheng. Angela Monique Chin. Paul Cormery. Shane Karan. Evelina S.S. Dahlgren. Francesco DeLuca. Jofia Dayek. Caleb Diamond. Dea Doty. Sylvia Yakub. Catherine Evans. Amna Mubashir Faruqi. Ahmed Gaid. Daniela Garza Mendoza. Paulina Glass. Michael Godley. Alyssa Sophia Goldberg. Amber Nicole Grimmer. Cornelius Jomfrey. Fauna Ruth Haile Selassie. Eric Tyler Hahn. Niall Fuller Henderson. Tessa Suzanne Ide. Aliyah Zeba Iftikhar. John Endergaard. Vanessa Jarnes. Esther Hae Sung Jung. Marina Kamei. Andrew Kane. Daniel Lind Karp. Oliver Aiden Katz. Guy Allen Brent Kelly. Fiona Kibblewhite. Alice Kim. Leah Klaus. Ruslana Kochmar. Anaga Lakshmi Krishna. Raphael Kabursky. Ethan Lavin. Christina Myling Luke. Nicola Marcucci. Yusuke Masuda. Connor Maxwell. Teresa Marie McCary. William McChesney. Garth Lowry McLennan. Kylas Menon. Justin Millar. Shi Min San. Vanessa E. Montague James. Elsa Colette Mosley. Ellen Mueller. Birgit Mersai. Mispa Nauman. Katie Malil Najimbadam. Ruth Orchonma. Jiro Ono. Oliver Osuna Hernandez. Tristan Ulysses McPherson Pachi. Rebecca Palacios. Tanshu Peng. Priya Jitesh Parikh. Sam Pearl Schwartz. Logan Petkosek. Maigle Patrusketa. Adriana Punyet. Michael Rea. Samantha Semanik Renninger. Christopher Aaron Rich. Tess Ann Rose. Kevin Rudaski. Moses Ruharo. Karen May Girolmo. Kavya Swathi Shenkavram. Gaurav Sensenwal. Rena Sasaki. Teju Sasaki. Lee Schaefer, Jr. Benjamin A. Schatz. Macklin Sanir. Motaz Al-Shikhi. Sungwon Sean. Norbert Sobchak. Brendan Ross Stewart. Maria Sturtz. Catherine Grace Sullivan. Eric Tonkovich. Anastasia Carolyn Espejo Vellum. Sarah Lynn Walker. Elizabeth Wallen.
Candidates for the Master in Global Human Development. Nehemiah Shimirimana Abel. Hussein Haikal Al-Hadar. Abdul Washero Al-Hassan. Pierina Valentina Anton Lopez. Christine Amun Ayad. Tita Buabut. Jose Miguel Alberto Carlos. Meghna Chada. Christy Charles. Connor Cobb. Jose Enrique Corpus. Gabriela Cruz Sabino. Mariam L. Foote. Juan Fernando Gomez Lopez. Anjali Wani. Eleanor Ann McDonald. Laura Montez. Topaz Mukulu. Lauren Ropp. Jigyasa Sidana. Margaret Elizabeth Thompson. Jitwan Tripathi. Alexander Thomas Wagner. Emily Teresa Wood. Thayer Jal.
How are you? Okay. My name is Liz. Tell me your name. Santana. Santana. Nice to see you. So much.
We're just going into the undergraduates now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go into the graduates. We will now have presentation of the candidates for bachelor's degrees. Worth the wait. Will the candidates for the bachelor degree of Science in Foreign Service and Bachelor of Science in Business and Global Affairs please rise? President DeGioia, as Dean of the School of Foreign Service, I have the honor and the privilege to present to you the following candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Foreign Service and Bachelor of Science in Business and Global Affairs. Dr. Elizabeth Grimm, Associate Professor of Teaching in the Security Studies program, will call the names of the candidates.
Degree candidates, please be seated. At the direction of the ushers, the degree candidates will come forward by rows to receive their diploma translations from Dean Hellman, and then will be hooded. The first people to be called on stage are the 2023 class marshal, Jaime Moore Carrillo, and then the members of the graduating class will be called in alphabetical order. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Recognizing the class marshal, Jaime Moore Carrillo. Miriam Abdu. Shaili Acharya. Grace Taylor Affleck. Saud Al-Badr. Vikram Emmanuel Aldikiewicz. Alfred D. Alexopoulos. Moises Andres Alvarez. Kelly L. Anderson. Inez Andres Fernanda de la Cruz. Maddox Gar Angerhofer. Terrence Leonard Armstead II. Nozomi Asamura. Masarat Asef. Theodore G. Atwood. Christopher Autino. Karan Balaji. Bora Balchai. Catherine Elizabeth Baranco. Gwyneth Helena Berry. Sophia Diane Baum. Divjot Singh Bawa. Eric Andrew Bazale Emil. Lillian Beckwith. Claire Beasley. Shelby Jane Spiritus Benz. Jacob Alexander Bernard. Hussein bin Talal. Iman June Blackwell. Kian Blewett. Savannah Delaney Benko. Catherine Marie Bloatvogel. Hannah T. Bomberg de Valle Prieto. Everett James Bonner III. Cosmo Brachetti Peretti. Lily Isabella Brown. Kennedy Danielle Burrows. Zoe E. Butenhoff. Joseph Cafaro III. Andrea Cano. Maria Casallas Balandia. Isabella Castellanos Velasco. Samantha Payin Chang. Elise Ann Chapman. Caitlin R. Chen. Claire Chang. Jessie Chang. Jenna R. Ciuccetti. Scott Cho. Hyungjun Jae. Kiernan Christ. Catherine Christie. Emily Chu. Eric Clark. Jacob Cohen. Jessica Vivian Cotescu. Marin Corcu. Marie Isabel Couturier. Sarah Elizabeth Craig. Bernardo Creamer Ontaneda. Cassidy Lynn Kundari. Alexander Sivas. Karina A. Damani. Peter Hugo Deck. Catherine Dedman. Zaina Nazar Dembinski. Melissa L. Dang. Neil Desai. Gonzalo de Chapelle. Cecilia Jane de Simone. And Dari Deswandi. Abigail Marie Devine. Somil Nitin Diagude. Charles J. DeBona III. Robert Dorman. Edward R. Donnellan. Phineas Donahue. Quentin Tino Driesman. Isabella Grace Strazala. Isabella Italia Dujaric. Grace Eggleston. Dahlia A. Elganami. Piper M. Englert. Lily Erickson. Abigail Giovanna Evangelista. Matthew Lyndon Failer. John Patrick Fallows, Jr. Daria Allegra Farman Farmayan. Jada M. Farrar. Nicholas Fader. Ari Abrams Filler. Anthea Fu. William Albion Foster. Sophia E. Fox. Hey Yu Pakita Fung. Lynn Gan. Annika. Annika's too bad. Anthea Fu. I said it. I don't know. Sorry? Lynn Gan. And now, Annika. Annika Corinne Gunzeveld. Teodoro Garcia. Nicholas L. Gardner. Suhani Gurg. Jack Gerald Gazia. Emily Mairead Gavin. Brennan Michael George. Sophia M. George. Gabe Gerstel. Ayushman Ghosh. Isabel Walker Glenn. Sophie Glenn. James Gonzalez. Surya Gopal Crabtree. Dominic J. Gordon. Emily Grace Green. Sophia Green. Aaron J. Greenstein. Elise Greger. John Greer. Atharv Gupta. Ishan Gupta. Sophia Elizabeth Haber. John Francis Halpin. Rula Marie Hammer. William Patrick Hammond. Andrew Drake Hanna. Cooper T. Hansen. Marissa Frances Hardiman. Emily Jane Frances Hardy. Madeline Elizabeth Hart. Elise Linnea Harwell. James Jonathan Healy. Samuel Joseph Hogue. Elizabeth Marie Holland. Owen J. Hopkins. Tristan M. Hotungshe. Robin Huang. Ichu Huang. Connor J. Hudak. Harrison Hunt. Salima H. Ibrahim. William Shaw Jacobson. Felix Gregor Carl David Hamilton. Paul A. James. Ahmed Jendel. Youngsu Je. Judy Jiang Yuenting. Diamond Manuela Jones. Olivia Ann Jones. Varun Joshi. Sarah Maureen Jubber. Carly Hope Cabot. Tala Kadi. Esme Rose Kalbag. Kenton P. Kaplan. Sergen Kaur. Ella Grace K. Maxwell S. K. Sabria Grace Cosme. Mark R. Kearney. Abigail Carmen Keating. Shayla Lee Kelly. Lena A. Khan. Shrishti Kemka. Boa Kim. Frank Y. Kim. Grace Heyman Kim. Caroline Miller Kirkland. Sebastian Raymond Clemmer. Riley Catherine Clock. Matthew R. Klug. Reed Daniel Coles. Caden McKee Kuntz. Matthew W. Capel. Hannah Kosk. Mia Alexandra Kushner. Alice Flora Makembe Kukapa. Arnav Kumar. Meg Ravis Kurosawa. Sophia Cusisto. Mariam Kvaratselia. Anna L. C. Lafontant. Anushri Rani Lumsal. Silas Malarkey Lane. Emily Mertens Langlois. Channing Chien Lee. Harrison James Lee. Matthew Lee. Caitlin and Lees. Graciela Leon. Zachary Jacob Levin. Jacques T. Lieger. Alexander Lynn. Jesse Lynn. Patrick Meany Lobo. Paris Sweet Lopez. Mohammed Tariq Lotfi. Connor L. Luck. Aryaman Kunzru. Katerina Lungu. Hingsing Ma. Thomas O. Maketo. Samik Maini. Neha Malik. Katrina J. Malone. Nikhil Mandal. Jacqueline Serwa Manu. Esmond A. Martin. Kira F. Martin. Veronica Mataziak. Joseph Spiro Mavrogiannis. Kara Elizabeth May. Lauren E. May. Lucy Sullivan McAuliffe. Connor Michael McCarty. Jackson Robert McEwen. James Allen McGee. Jerry P. McMacken. Jack Miter. Thomas McAvey Menton. Alexis K. Merritt. Gillian Elizabeth Myers. Michael D.P. Miles. Philip Muller. Insha Momin. Jennifer Lee Morgan. Marissa Mita Morrison. Jae-Hyun Moon. Agosi McDonald. Emily Ann Munt. Gwyneth B. Murphy. Evan Navori. Sofia Catalina Negrete Retamales. Hawkins Nestler. Oh, your hat. Alexia Netku. Nguyen Lee Dong Hai. Paris Wynn. Christina Maria Nordby. Jamison Rose Nolan. Philippa Laura Nuttall. Carrie Ann O'Donnell. Emmanuel Ogunremi. Sunyoung Erica O. Annette C. O'Keefe. Brendan Raphael Omanya. Grace Mary O'Neill. Megan E. O'Neill. Alicia Almina Orbach. Jonah Owens. Adam Pack. Gabriel Panuco Mercado. Maria Fernanda Paredes. Hyunjin Park. Matthew J. Parrish. Sonia Paz Canton. Magdalena Paz. Gregory Smith Park. Isabella Kim Fawn. Anna Caitlin Polo. Leah Catherine Porter. Jake Provitt Powell. Nate Powers. Ria Pradhan. Nicholas Price. Nathaniel C. Prisco. Rami Prokillo. Thomas William Purcell. Gia H. Kin. Shreya Raheja. Amritha Ramalingam. Samir Radakanda. Elizabeth Grace Ratliff. Himaja Reddy. Kathleen Cole Reeves. Carolyn C. Wren. Yasmin Ray Richmond Robinson. Mary O'Meary Riley. Henry Arthur Rogers. Sean Wrong. Christina Reuter. Neela Rustemi. Christine Rizov. Tristan Tyler Sam. Keenan Darius Samway. Oh, yeah. Yasmin Robinson. Yes. Ishan Masund Rai. Karen Sammy. Maher Sandhu. Elena Sapelyuk. Alexander C. Sass. Marguerite Andrea Catherine Saunders. Eva Alexandra Seville. Meher Sahani. Mark Chamberlain Schiller. Steele Taylor Schoberl. Liam Scott. John Thomas Scudero. Ermak Shensos. Sandeep Shankar. Jessica A. Shannon. Nicholas Shaherlis. Akanksha Sinha. Samantha Jordan Sinutko. Madison Elizabeth Slevin. Claire Louise Smith. Everett T. Smith. Maya Elizabeth Smith. Madiha Aliyah Sohani. Nadav Champagne Salties. Feli Uredi Faraja Sangolo. Simran Shrivastava. Daisy A. Steinthal. Julia Lauren Stone. Sophia E. M. Schulich. Timothy Byrne Sullivan. Jared Sun. Liam Thomas Jepyurkovsky. Annie Ray Tabor. Angela Tan. Justin Yuki Tanaka. Brooke Christina Tanner. Emily Tanya Tauscher. Claire Elizabeth Tebbett. Briley Thomas. Noah Thurm. Irena Tiasco. Rebecca Leanne Tone. Eduardo Daniel Torres. Aisha Marie Noel Tuncara. Lucas A. Travers. Lawrence Trevette. James N. Turner. Matthew Turner. Gabriella Turinelli. Kartike Unial. Sophia Sanchez Vanderlaan. Stephanie G. Varon. Anita Rebecca Vasquez. Valeria Villarreal Martinez. Rishma R. Vora. Anya Lee Wahal. Zara Wakilzadeh. Kendall C. Walker. Emily Wang. Logan Wang. Sydney Wang. Sarah Watson. Sarah M. Weber. Megan Wee. Kira McKay Weeds. Alec H. Weicker. William Torney Welsh. Maya Adele Vendel. Cassidy Jean Wiley. Ethan Williams. Rosemary Senovefa Williams. John Williams. Audrey K. Wills. Phoebe Cantida Woonpresert. Velen Wu. Charles Xie. Grace Xu. Pei-Ling Xun. Sama Abdulrahman Yagoub. Joyce and Lu Yang. Catherine Yang. Maylene Ye. Jeanette Yunin. Brennan Michael Young. Sandy Yoon. Kayla Zamanian. Matilda R. Zartman. Benjamin Stewart Zeller. Kevin Yenlin Zhang. Molly Zhou. Brian M. Zhu. Rishi Bagaria. Lauren A. Basilico. Charles Carter. Olivia Chuang. Canon A. Dojin. Sydney Bay Gilbert. Louisa Liu. Levi Aaron Luck. Jake Raymond Magaldi. Nima Majidi. Aganim Norahanova. Daniela Lucia Pastoriello Rivero. Kirith Singh. Lucy Kate Sansala. Ajay Gotham Srivastav. Katie Wang. And finally, Maxwell Shinson!
Okay, stay dry. We've got a few more minutes left. Will the graduate and undergraduate degree candidates please rise? President DeGioia, these students have been duly examined and recommended by the faculty and approved by the board of directors. I therefore ask that you bestow on them the degrees in course.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Congress of the United States and by the Board of Directors of Georgetown University, I officially confer upon these candidates the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Global Human Development, Bachelor of Science in Foreign Service, and Bachelor of Science in Business and Global Affairs. Congratulations.
Members of the class of 2023, congratulations. You've worked hard. You richly deserve the honor you just received. At SFS, that honor comes with an obligation, for we were created for a purpose, a mission to build the foundation of peace and prosperity around the world. You're entering the next stage of your life at a moment of genuine peril around the world. But when I look out over this crowd and see the hundreds of graduates who came here to this School of International Affairs, inspired by our mission to service to the world, I see hope. I see the makings of a new great generation, which in the face of tremendous sacrifices has itself been transformed. I see future leaders armed with the knowledge of the past and infused with a spirit of innovation to solve problems. Today, you join a legacy of SFS graduates around the world who have shaped the global order, and now you have the responsibility to lead the next era of change. All of us at SFS are confident that you're up to the challenge. But none of you have got to this place alone. You've benefited from the knowledge and wisdom of your professors, and you've been supported by your family. So now it's time, all graduates, to stand up, turn around, salute the soggy people in back of you who helped get you here today. And now, please be seated. President DeGioia will now offer his closing reflections.
Well, what a special day, a day of celebration. Each of you has earned your place among the graduates of Georgetown University. This is a day of gratitude, and again, thank you to the families and loved ones, mentors and friends, colleagues and peers who have supported our graduates. We're honored to share this moment with you. I wish to offer my sincere appreciation to Dean Hellman, to our faculty and staff for all of their efforts to support and guide our graduates to this milestone. These colleagues, many seated behind me, have demonstrated extraordinary care and commitment to teaching and mentorship, to research and scholarship, to supporting a vibrant and diverse community. To our faculty and staff, I want to thank you for your many contributions every day that have made this day possible. Our ceremony this evening is made that much more special with the reflections of our speakers. And Dasha, Yvonne, Deborah, we want to thank you for joining us for this commencement, for sharing your stories, perspectives, and insights with our graduates. Thank you. And to the class of 2023, congratulations. This day of celebration, this day of gratitude is your day. So much has been asked of you over these past few years. You have forged community during the most difficult of circumstances. You have faced challenges none of us could have imagined only a few years ago. You've gained knowledge and experience, a deeper understanding of yourself and our world. Your hard work, your dedication, your commitment to service, and to the common good, everything you have done at Georgetown has brought you to this moment. There are two milestones that we mark this year, events that have resonance with the challenges that we face in our international community, that have resonance with the world you're about to enter. 75 years ago, in 1948, the United Nations adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, affirming the inherent dignity of all people. This was an unprecedented global statement, an illumination of the shared values and commitments that unite us as a world and the responsibilities that we share for one another. And over these decades, our world has grown ever more interconnected. This is perhaps no better symbolized than the invention of the internet in 1983, 40 years ago, when the first universal computer protocols were established. Now our world, our lives, we are all that much more deeply connected through our economies and transportation, through communication and technology. Ideas can have an immediate and worldwide reach, and so too do the challenges we face. This presents new, urgent, and emerging challenges for all of us, for international affairs, for governance, for how we organize our communities, our civic infrastructure, our health and safety, and our daily lives. How can we advance the flourishing of all of our people, of our planet in this age of technology and worldwide connection? Over your time here, we have begun to address these challenges together. You've been embraced by a faculty who are at the leading edge of knowledge. Your experiences inside and outside the classroom, with our faculty, with one another, with experiential learning projects and in jobs and internships, all of these have exposed you to the very best that we know and what we can anticipate about the global challenges of our future. You go forth this day prepared to make a difference in our world, to transform our world so that all of our peoples can flourish. When you arrived here, you embarked on a journey, one that now continues beyond this place, beyond this moment. As you enter the next stages of your journeys, you do so not only with the knowledge that you have learned, but also with the values that have shaped your lives here, the character that you have forged. All of you are prepared to bring your talents, your knowledge, your compassion, your imagination in service to our world. As you depart on this day of celebration, this day of accomplishment, we're so deeply grateful for all of the contributions that you have made to this community, and we look forward to the ways that your leadership and service will contribute to the common good of our broader communities in which you will participate. It is a privilege for all of us to be here with you, to recognize this important milestone in your lives and the beginning of the next step on your journeys. And now with this commencement, you embark on another special time in your lives. This is your time, and we are honored to share this moment with you. To the class of 2023, congratulations.
Thank you, President DeGioia. Please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater, which is located in the back of the program Commencement.
I feel like we're grouped together.
Hello, Georgetown, alma mater, sweet Potomac's lovely daughter, ever watching by the waters was on us today. Now her children gather round her, lo, with garlands they have crowned her. Reverent hands and fond and wound her with the blue and gray. Wave her colors, valor standard, valor standard. Let's raise it high and proud. Praise may Georgetown live forever, where Potomac's tide is streaming from her sides and steeples gleaming. See the grand old banner gleaming, Georgetown's blue and
If you please remain standing for the benediction, which will be offered by Father Gregory Shinden, Director of Campus Ministry.
The angels are weeping with joy. That's what this is. So, in a spirit of real joy and in a spirit of real gratitude, let us pray. Good and loving God, we have been enlivened today with your spirit of gratitude as we celebrated these members of the School of Foreign Service, class of 2023. You have called each of us in a spirit of belonging to this community at Georgetown these years, blessing us with the inimitable legacy that began with Ignatius of Loyola and has been passed from generation to generation. The gift of our mission, founded on the practice of reflection and discernment, dare us to move beyond what is known and secure, broadening our imagination, deepening our trust in you, and emboldening us to strive for the common good of all, especially those persecuted, marginalized, and most vulnerable members of our global community. As family, parents, guardians, we thank you today for these, our children, loved from the moment of their first moments, watching them become the people we celebrate today. And as their partners, spouses, and friends, we thank you for the gifts of love, loyalty, and kindness they have shared with us, and for the models of service and dedication they have been to us. As faculty, staff, and administrators here at Georgetown, we are grateful to you for the opportunity to participate in the formation of these students, to honor them for their hard work and achievement, and to thank them for the inspiration they provide to keep us going in our own chosen vocations. As we conclude our time together this day, gracious, loving God, hear our simple prayer. When we are weary, be our strength. When we doubt, be our faith. When anxious, be our peace. And when we're discouraged, be our hope. Let each of us continue to feel your presence in all we say, do, and are. Take all that we have, Lord, and all that we are. Give us only your love and your grace. And with these, may we continue to flourish. May we continue to flourish. Amen.
Will our guests remain standing, please, until those on the stage and the graduates have recessed into the rain? The 2023 commencement exercises of the Georgetown University School of Foreign Service are now officially closed. Congratulations to all of you.